Let's talk about scheduling. I know, it can often feel like just another chore on a never-ending to-do list. But what if I told you it could be one of your most powerful professional tools? Today, that's exactly what we're going to explore. This idea of scheduling with stewardship.
Right away, this quote just reframes the whole conversation, doesn't it? We're moving way beyond just plugging visits into time slots. The idea here is that every single choice you make about your schedule, it's a direct reflection of your mission. It's not just admin work. It's you putting your values into action.
So, what do we actually mean by stewardship in your world? Well, it's pretty simple, really. It's about being responsible with your most valuable resources, your time, and of course, taxpayer dollars. The whole goal is to squeeze every last drop of value out of the time you have with families, and to slash the time you're just stuck in traffic.
And this is where your calendar connects directly to the families you serve. You know, for families living in chaos, a steady, predictable schedule from you creates a sense of felt safety. It's huge. And less time driving means more time building those crucial community connections. But this third one, this is the real game changer. It's about modeling.
This right here is the heart of it. Every single time you plan your week, organize your route, and adapt when things change, you're practicing the exact same executive functioning skills you're trying to teach your families. You're not just telling them how to do it, you're showing them. Your calendar literally becomes part of your curriculum.
Okay, so how do we actually put this into practice? Well, we've got to shift our mindset. We're going to go from being a simple calendar filler to a strategic puzzle builder. And this is where it gets kind of fun.
Our number one strategy is called stacking. And it's a really simple concept with a massive impact. All you're doing is scheduling families who live in the same area on the same day, ideally back to back. It's so straightforward. More time helping, less time driving.
And the payoff here is just huge. Yeah, you serve families better, you respect the resources, but let's talk about the personal benefit. This protects you. Fewer long drives mean less fatigue, less stress, less burnout. This isn't just about being efficient, it's about making this demanding job sustainable for you in the long run.
So, how do you actually build a stacked schedule? It's really a four-step process. First, you start with the map. Literally look at where everyone lives. Then, you can pair them up wisely. Families in the same town get put on the same day. After that, you block out your time, leaving little buffers for travel. And finally, you balance out the different kinds of services you're providing. And that brings us to the next level of this puzzle. Because, as you know all too well, not all visits are created equal. You have to match your strategy to the specific service you're providing that day. Let's just break this down. A fully supervised visit, a PT/SV, often means you're transporting kids. That right there makes stacking incredibly difficult. You have to add buffer time. But on the other hand, a parent one-on-one or an in-home support visit, those are perfect for stacking because they're way more flexible and usually involve less travel. Let's go back to that puzzle metaphor for a second. If your week is a big jigsaw puzzle, then those high-stakes, court-ordered PT/SV visits, those are your corner pieces. They're the least flexible, they carry the most weight. You absolutely have to place them on your calendar first and then build everything else around them. And here's what that looks like in the real world. A less effective schedule has you crisscrossing all over the county, just wasting gas, time, and your own energy. The more effective schedule is strategic. Maybe you pair that tough PT/SV visit with an easier one-on-one visit in the same town. Boom. You just turn wasted downtime into productive, billable hours. Now, there's another layer of structure we have to think about, the weekly billing rhythm from DHS. You can't just cram all your hours in at the very end of the month. Your services have to be spread out across these specific weekly windows. Planning ahead is the only way to stay compliant and avoid that insane end-of-month scramble. Okay, we've talked a lot about families and compliance, but let's pivot and focus on you for a minute. A well-managed schedule is one of the best tools you have for your own well-being, and frankly, for your sanity. This is self-care, just through structure. I want you to think about it this way. Your calendar, whether it's Google Calendar or something else, is more than just a place to write stuff down. It is your professional and your personal safety net. It's what protects your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. I mean, the impact on you is real. It cuts down on that rushed, unsafe driving between appointments. It gives you a sense of control, which automatically lowers your stress. It even builds trust with your team because they know you're on top of things. And maybe most importantly, it frees up all that mental energy so you can be fully present with families instead of just worrying about where you have to be next. So mastering your calendar really comes down to a few simple habits.
First, enter every single visit with clear details. Second, update it the second something changes, in real time. Use color coding, it's amazing for seeing your week at a glance. And don't forget to block time for travel and admin work. Finally, try to plan at least 1 to 2 weeks out. These little things make a world of difference.
I mean, look at the difference. It's night and day. On one side, you've got a chaotic week. It's stressful for you. It's stressful for the families. On the other side, you have an organized week. Families know what to expect. You're efficient. Your notes are done, and you feel calm and in control. That's the goal, right? That's the power of taking stewardship over your own time.
And listen, this is not a one-and-done kind of skill. Mastering your schedule is a craft, and it's something you'll keep getting better at over time. It's all about building a practice of reflection and just continuously improving.
At the end of each week, just ask yourself this one simple question. Was my time spent more with families or more on the road? The answer is a really direct measure of how well you're doing, and it can help you plan better for the week ahead.
Think of this checklist as your little guide. Know the service type. Know the billing week. Stack when you can. Add buffers when you can't. Keep that calendar updated. And always take 5 minutes to reflect on what worked and what didn't. This is your roadmap to becoming a master puzzle builder.
So let's end with this, because it really says it all. Planning wisely isn't just about being organized for the sake of it. It's about taking back your time so you can pour it into the heart of the work, which is supporting families. It lets you give them your best self, not your most stressed and burnt-out self.